All right, you guys, it is time for comment of the video. And this comment of the video goes to Miss Britt. Miss Britt said, "Oh my God, I bought so much stuff that I didn't use. I have a lot of things to give to a friend that had surgery after me." Yes, Miss Britt, I made the mistake of doing that as well. I wasted a lot of time and a lot of money. If you guys can, just buy 1 week at a time to make sure that you don't buy too much. Thank you so much for your comment. And if you're interested in having your comment featured on my next video, just drop a comment down below. You never know, you may be the one that's chosen. Bye! Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome biggity back, y'all. Hey, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello. If you're not new here, then it's just welcome back. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. We are in my car, and I have decided that with my work schedule, it is important that I'm able to make a video, edit it in time, and get it out early for my members, and also just in general, get it out on time. So I figured a way that I could do that is to start a series called Car Talk. Car Talk will be where I sit in my car and talk. How inventive. No, really. I figured I can take my lunch break or take part of my lunch break to make a video for you guys, edit it when I get home, and upload it early for my members and on time for my regular channel viewers. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into the video today. So about a year ago, I made a video and it was titled "What I Wish I Knew About VSG Surgery" or about gastric sleeve surgery. And I figured, why not come back and do that a year later with updated things that I wish I knew, because I was still so fresh into the gastric sleeve community at that time that I was giving you guys the real raw and uncut, and it was like, I'm going through this now, this is what I'm feeling right now, and I want to do that again. I want to give you guys how I feel 1 year later, to see if anything has changed, or to see, you know, have some new revelations come about. So let's get into my first thing that I wish I knew when having gastric sleeve surgery. Y'all, I did not know that I could feel as good as I do right now. I did not know that I'd be able to walk up a flight of stairs without any issues. I didn't know that my body wouldn't hurt. I didn't know that there was a me that would not feel the type of pain that I used to feel every day. It had gotten to a point where hurting had become a norm. It had gotten to a point where feeling not well was a norm. Or like after binging on food, it felt normal because that's what I did all the time. I had no idea that my body had the capability to give me what it is giving right now. And I'm not all the way on 10, but I definitely feel so much better overall. And I just, looking at it a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I would have never known that I would feel the way that I feel. And I'm so grateful for it, because it's such a change. It's a life-changing thing to know that your body can feel so much better. And don't y'all dare say anything about this eyelash falling off. She being a real, a mother sucker today. I don't understand why she hanging off. Anyways, number 2, I had no idea how everything would change once I hit 6 months out. I had no idea how my weight loss would slow down. I had no idea how holding myself accountable as far as exercise, what I was eating, what I was doing, how important it was for me to continue to do that. Because it all changes at 6 months. And I was, my surgeon told me, the first 6 months are crucial. You've got to lose as much weight as you can because things change at 6 months. And I was like, I was in the honeymoon stage, and I was like, things aren't going to change. Things are going to stay the same. I'm still going to lose this weight. I'm still going to do what I'm out here doing. I'm going to be out here killing it, losing 20 pounds a month. 6 months came, 7 months came, and the weight loss started to slow down. And when I hit 10 months, it was like, okay, it took me a while to get to 100 pounds, but I'm here at 10 months. Okay, yay, congratulations. And I have been at 110 pounds down since, I think, November, early December. I've been on like a 2.5 month stall. And so, and it's definitely due to me not being as accountable as I once was. You know, I had stopped counting my calories. I had stopped taking my vitamins. Not because there's anything wrong with my vitamins, but because I was just so busy, and I was so, once again, becoming so concerned with everything else in my life and everyone else in my life that I wasn't taking care of me. And that is something you have to still focus on. Like, even though you've lost a good amount of weight, and I'm talking to myself because, you know, self, you still have to focus on you, and you cannot lose that vision. But anyways, everything changes at 6 months. So do the best that you can in that first 6 months. Work your ass off, get your weight off, and get as close to your goal weight as you possibly can, because things start to change and they do slow down. The third thing that I wish I would have known, it takes a long time for your brain to catch up with your body. I am still struggling with the fact that I've lost 110 pounds. My body still sees me as 330, and I'm sorry. My mind still sees me as 330 pounds. My brain still sees me as a morbidly obese, extremely overweight person. And it takes a while for your brain to really be like, okay, so maybe you're not 330 pounds anymore. Maybe you don't struggle with the things that you used to struggle with. But my mind still tells me that I am still that 330-pound person. And that's such a daily struggle because, you know, I have to kind of snap myself back into reality. And there was a comment left on one of my Instagram posts, and it really kind of helped. And it was, you know, I'm going to, I guess, put it in here.
Always remember, not everyone can lose 100 pounds in a year. Don't forget how bad you wanted to lose weight. This journey is just beginning.
That comment really spoke volumes to me, because when you put it like that, like, you know, in any other aspect, in any other part of my life, I would have never lost over 100 pounds. I wouldn't have lost 30 pounds. I was struggling to lose 10. And, you know, it's so sad now because I struggle now, you know, being happy with 110 pounds because I want so bad to get under 200 pounds. If I could just hit 199.9, y'all, these 20 pounds are dragging me through the eternal fires of hell. They won't let up. They will not break. I cannot lose these 20 pounds. And like I said, it's definitely because of my choices. It's definitely because of not holding myself accountable, you know, just doing little things I shouldn't be doing that I wasn't doing 6 months ago. But the weight loss phase was so much easier than this part right here, because I guess I'm in the maintenance and I still want to lose, and I don't want to stabilize right here. I don't want to stop at 220. I want to continue to lose at least 20 more pounds. And this part is so much harder than losing weight, because the weight part is easy. Your tool is basically doing it for you the first 6 months. You know, you're eating, you know what you're supposed to be eating, but this is so much harder than that phase. And fighting the cravings and fighting my food addiction, it's hard. And so my brain still tells me you're still that fat person, because I find myself craving things that I want, that are not good for me, that are not healthy for me. And so my brain is automatically like, boom, you're 330 pounds. Like, I was looking at myself in the mirror the other night and I was just disgusted. And I had to really talk to myself like, you're not where you want to be, but you sure the hell you're not where you were a year ago. But anyways, yes, it takes a while for your brain to catch up with your body, but slowly but surely, you'll get there. The next thing that I wish I knew before having gastric sleeve surgery is how liberating life can be when you are not basing your life around food. When you're not living to eat, opposed to eating to live. There are so many doors that are open for you. You have so much time to do things. You have time to really sit and think about things other than food. You have time to think about, you know, how great you are as a person, or just really like plant. Like, I found a love for planting and having plants and different vegetables and a mini garden growing inside my house, because I have all this time. Life is so liberating when you don't base it on food. And I had no idea how much time I was thinking about eating. And I think back to like certain points in my life, I would get to work, eat a breakfast I picked up on the way in, and then I'd be emailing my coworkers, what are we eating for lunch, at like 9:30. Like, I'm ready to eat lunch already. I'm ready to, you know, if I wasn't emailing my coworkers, I was getting ready to place a DoorDash order or going to pick something up. Like, I was always thinking about food. And then my husband would call and he'd be like, hey, you know, what are you cooking for dinner at 2:00? And I'm like, ooh, you're right. Definitely time to eat dinner. So life is so liberating when you don't spend all of your time thinking about food. And I hope that you guys are getting to experience it. I hope you guys are able to play with your kids more and just be more active in anyone's life, in your own life. If you don't have any children, just being able to do things that you really want to do. Like one of my goals this year, I haven't been able to ride a roller coaster. I haven't ridden a roller coaster in many years. And the last time I went to Six Flags, I went with my best friend and another coworker. She literally took us to Six Flags, like bought everything. She spoiled us that day. So we went to Six Flags and we waited in line on the Batman ride and I couldn't fit. And that was the last time I went to an amusement park of that nature because it was embarrassing. I just didn't want to do that anymore. We went to Disney World, but Disney World's a little bit different. But anyways, I can't wait to go. If I'm able to get this next 20 pounds off, that is the reward I'm giving to myself. I'm going to Six Flags and I'm going to ride a roller coaster. So I want to be liberated. I want to be fully free. I want to be able to do what I want to do without worry. But a lot of things I am doing in life is so liberating. Life is so free when I'm not bound by the chains of food. The next thing I wish that I would have known, get used to eating cold food and out of to-go boxes. I have so many like containers from restaurants. Like literally we are making a collection of containers. I have to show you guys because I take so many to-go boxes home, and this is probably, you know, unethical and wrong. But sometimes, like my side, because I don't want to put it in the box, I'll either tell the waitress like, hey, if you see the little macaroni bowl missing or the little green bean bowl missing, it's because I'm taking it home with me. And they're like, I don't care, you know, whatever. So yeah, I never finish a meal. I especially when out to eat, I never finish a meal. My food is always cold. But I wish that is something that I knew. I wish that I, you know, wouldn't be able to eat. I wish I knew that I wouldn't be able to eat the way that I used to eat or whatever, because I had no idea the dynamic of constantly eating out of to-go boxes. Nothing wrong with it, but if you don't know, now you know. Because I think somebody asked in I think in my Facebook group, like, do you ever get to eat a warm meal? Probably not. Nope, unless it's soup that you can continuously heat up. Nah. Nope. You can go ahead and hang that up. That's why I prefer salads and cold things like chicken salad, because it's cold. I don't have to worry about it being hot. I could eat it cold. But yeah, it's not going to get any better. The next thing I wish I've known, I wish I knew that my food addiction would just not magically disappear with my weight. I wish I would have known that my food addiction wasn't going to go anywhere. I wish I would have known that the cravings would come back. I wish I would have known that I was still going to be a food addict when it was all said and done. Because y'all, I struggle some days when it's emotional, when it's been an emotional day, or I'm angry, or I'm stressed. Those cravings come back tenfold. And now that I'm a year out, there's not a lot that I can't eat. We had ribs last night, and I can't do ribs. If I think about it, I haven't eaten ribs since my surgery. And I made some ribs last night, and baby, no. When I say it was there she blows, because they did not work with me. But you know, I crave things, and there are things that I can eat, and I can't eat them, or I can eat them. There's nothing stopping me at this point, if that makes any sense. In my earlier stages, I couldn't eat that because I knew the effect it would have on my body and the dumping and the whatever. I don't typically dump. I just get sleepy. So there's not a lot that keeps me from eating those things that aren't good for me. So I struggle with my food addiction, and I wish somebody would have told me, hey, it's not going to get any better. It's not going to go anywhere. So anybody that's struggling with food addiction or binge eating or compulsive eating, it doesn't go away. I definitely encourage you to get in an anonymous group, speak to a therapist, speak to your nutritionist and your surgeon about that, because it's serious and it doesn't go anywhere. I don't even know what number we're on. So the next thing I wish I would have known is that you're going to have to take laxatives weekly, if not daily. I take laxatives every 1 to 2 days. So I take laxatives every other day. Because if I don't take them, I do not have a bowel movement, you know, an easy bowel movement. I might take a stool softener or a laxative, but that's every other day that I'm taking them. I wish I would have known that. I knew in the beginning that I was going to have to take them. I thought that was just the beginning thing, but throughout the duration, it doesn't matter if I get in my fiber. It doesn't matter if I drink all of my water. My bowel movements have been the same. I have to take a laxative to have one. So just go ahead and put that in your book of things to know. You're going to have to take laxatives. And like, hang on. This is my Miralax that I carry with me to work sometimes, just in case I forget to take my laxative pill the night before. I will come out to my car, get me some Miralax, pop it in my coffee or whatever, just so that I can remain regular. I'm serious, you guys. I have to take a laxative every other day, and I thought that it would be damaging to my body or to my health, but my surgeon said everything was okay and everything was good. Everything looked good internally. I tried to get my water in, and that's the important thing. You know, making sure to get the water in and as much fiber as you can within reason. The next thing, I wish I would have known that instead of looking at the bigger picture, I kind of harp on the small details. And I kind of spoke on that before. Instead of me looking at the fact that I've lost 110 pounds in 1 year, and that's almost impossible for a lot of people to do, I'm harping on the fact that I can't lose this last 20 pounds. I'm harping on the fact that I'm just stuck, that I'm just sitting here. And instead of being thankful and excited and happy, I tend to harp on the negative part of my journey. And that just might be a me thing. I don't know if that'll apply to anybody else or if that applies to you guys at all. But it's definitely frustrating because, you know, we are our worst critics. We are our harshest critics. And I tend to be really hard on myself when it comes to not being able to drop this last 20 pounds. My advice to you guys, celebrate the non-scale victories. Celebrate what you can do. Like, I want to show you guys, since we're in my car, let me show you guys this. Look at this. Here's my steering wheel. Here's my stomach. There was a point in time where my stomach touched my steering wheel. My seats, it scooted almost all the way up. But I used to have to move my seat so far back just to have a little bit of room in between me and my steering wheel. And that's a big deal. And, you know, I think about things like that because they help to ground me. Because, like I said, I'm so hard on myself about the smallest details, and I just tear myself down. If you find yourself doing that, celebrate your non-scale victories. Celebrate what is important to you. If it's, you know, being able to play with your children, or being able to walk upstairs, or wrapping a towel around you, or fitting on an airplane, or, you know, just whatever means the most to you, celebrate that, because you're going to need that. That is fuel in your tank. You need that. And it means a lot to be able to, for you to celebrate you. If nobody else tells you that you're great and nobody else tells you that you look wonderful, you're going to have to remember that you're wonderful, you're doing great, and you're fucking fabulous. Like, you have to be able to tell yourself that, because you need that. Don't be a Kelsi. Don't harp on the small details. Trust me. Last but not least, I wish I would have known in the beginning. It gets easier. I wish I would have known. I wish somebody would have told me that trouble don't last always. I wish somebody would have told me that during the times when I was so broken down, I was so brokenhearted during a stall, that it wasn't going to last, that it was going to come. I was going to come through. My body was going to do what it was doing. I wish I would have known a month out that, you know, Kelsi, a year from now, you are going to be the happiest person you have been in your entire adult lifetime. I wish I would have known that I would have loved taking full body pictures. I wish I would have known that I feel sexy. I wish I would have known that I feel beautiful. I wish I would have known that I was going to feel like an accomplished human being who made the best decision she could have ever made for her body and her life and her family, for her. If you are struggling, and I say this all the time, if my videos can help one person, and I'm an emotional creature. And when I talk about my progress and I look at myself a year ago, I look at somebody who stepped into this surgery as a broken, beat down, lost soul. I wish I would have known the butterfly that would emerge. I wish I would have known the confidence that I had within me all these years to be who I am. I wish I would have known this Kelsi. I wish I could have shown so many people this Kelsi. Because so many people deserve the best of you. But because we base so much of ourselves around weight and around our looks and around our image, that we shelter ourselves and we don't allow people to see who we really are. We are phenomenal individuals with wonderful hearts and souls who are beautiful and giving and caring and loving. And I feel like I am able to show the world who I really am. If you're struggling, just know it gets better. Just know it's not going to last always. The pain is worth it. The stress is worth it. Fighting through your food addiction, fighting through the negative comments, fighting through the stigmas, it is worth it. This is the best decision you could have ever made for your life. This is the best decision you could have ever made for you. I'm proud of you and I love you. And I'm speaking to myself too, because you really have to tell yourself that. All right, you guys, I think I have made my eyelash hang off more now. That's just great. I'm just gonna have to pull it off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my content. Thank you for joining me in my first car talk. I think this may be a thing. I think I might start doing this. Anyways, I love you guys so very much. If you have it and you would like to be, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, click on the notification bell so that you don't miss any time that I post. Become a member of my family. I would love to have you here. Also, if you haven't and you would like, please make sure to join my Facebook group, One Bite at a Time. It's a safe place to talk about hard things. We would love to have you there too. I love you guys so much. Love each other, but most importantly, love yourself. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been anywhere else in this YouTube world, but you chose to be right here with me. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.